Angeles Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Davison. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's Moore to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The run inside. It's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Maiava. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make the play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throwing right. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Maiava. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They get the completion. It won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Throwing more. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. On the run, it's Jordan. Could be an outlet. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Right back to the well. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Bowman. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. Down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Hauls it in. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Here's a heat. Breaks the tackle. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Moore. He lobs one high down the left side. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can
Caught, and he's got room. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Dropping back, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Bowman. And they'll knock him down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the right. Finds a tight end down the gut. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear.
Ready. Go.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready. 180. Right. Go.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Oh, they're after him. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Going long. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That's caught. It's Bear. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They
makes a grab and room to run. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. More to the air again. Throws to the tight end. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dante Moore throws for the tight end. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. The give is to Miller. Fighting off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running inside, it's Jordan. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up fourth, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. Man, what a spectacular play by that. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Here's Moore to throw. He wants it all. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 11 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bulldogs, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged out of the air. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
One of the things I love about this defense is
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing more. He's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looking for the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game, Pollock. Let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. So that'll cost him a down. 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. To the air, it's Mayaba. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockhart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Ready, go!
They feed him again. Powers through the defender. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him.
Makes the grab in their space. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his...
Look out on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. With the catch, it's Hill. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Hill. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out.
Touchdown, Ducks. Made the grab in the end zone.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockhart. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Caught by Williams on the right.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Moore. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion. And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for three now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
The Ducks have it with a first and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Finds his man. It's Bear. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Across, got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
The run inside. It's Jordan. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here's a throw downfield late. And, man, oh, man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer,